The stage lights dim, and a soft amber glow spreads across the America's Got Talent theater as a quiet Filipino teen steps forward. His sneakers tap nervously against the shiny stage floor, his shoulders slightly hunched as if he's carrying the weight of 1,000 dreams. The massive theater feels overwhelming, but his eyes hold something deeper: hope. Simon Cowell raises an eyebrow. There's something about this kid. Something different. His name is simple, his introduction even simpler. No drama, no big backstory, just a soft, humble voice that says, "I'm from the Philippines, and I want to share my music." The audience claps politely, but you can feel the doubt in the air. He looks too quiet, too gentle, too unprepared for a global stage. Even the judges exchange subtle glances, almost wondering whether the boy can handle this room. Then the track begins. The boy closes his eyes. One breath, one moment, and then, a sound escapes him that freezes the entire auditorium. His first note cuts through the air like warm sunlight breaking through a storm. Deep, velvet smooth, and soulfully rich, a tone so rare it feels like it belongs to another era. A tone that carries shadows of Elvis Presley himself. But this isn't someone copying Elvis. This is someone born with a voice that echoes the king's spirit. Simon's head snaps up instantly. His face shifts from polite attention to full shock. His mouth parts slightly, a reaction he can't hide. He looks at Howie, who looks back with an expression that silently says, "Are you hearing this too?" The boy continues singing, and with each passing second, the room transforms. Gasps ripple through the audience. Heads tilt forward, eyes widen, phones begin to rise, people instinctively reach to record a moment they know is special. The boy's confidence grows with every note. His voice flows effortlessly through the melody, not a single crack, not a single strain. It's powerful yet controlled, nostalgic yet fresh, mature yet youthful. His range surprises everyone, a perfect blend of emotional storytelling and technical mastery. By the time he reaches the chorus, the theater is no longer doubting him. It's worshipping him. Whispers turn to cheers, cheers turn to shouts, and when he hits the final high note, the audience leaps to its feet before the music even ends. A full standing ovation, rare, spontaneous, electric. The Filipino teen opens his eyes, shocked by what he sees. Thousands of people standing, for him. He covers his mouth, overwhelmed. His small dream, brought from across the ocean, has just exploded into reality. Simon leans back in his chair slowly, still staring. He isn't smiling. Not yet. He's processing. Because Simon Cowell knows what he just witnessed. A moment, a discovery, a once-in-a-generation voice walking straight into history. The boy came to sing. But what he delivered was magic. The final note of the Filipino teen's performance floats through the air like a ribbon of pure gold before dissolving into silence. But it's not an empty silence, it's the kind that follows a miracle. For a moment, nobody moves. Not the judges, not the cameras, not even the audience that moments ago was roaring. Then it happens. The entire AGT auditorium erupts into applause so loud it shakes the room. People are shouting, cheering, clapping, whistling, anything to release the shock bursting inside them. The Filipino teen stands center stage, stunned. His hands tremble slightly, his knees feel weak. He never expected this. Not this kind of reaction. Not this level of love. He tries to smile through the overwhelming emotions flooding his chest. Simon Cowell hasn't said a word yet. He's just staring. Not with the usual critic's curiosity, but with disbelief. And respect. The kind of respect Simon rarely gives so quickly. Finally, Simon lifts a hand. The audience goes silent instantly. Simon leans toward the microphone. Just, wow. He pauses, still processing the performance. Then he says something the teen will never forget. Sometimes, a voice walks onto this stage that doesn't just sing a song, it creates a moment. And tonight, you created a moment that none of us will forget. The teen covers his mouth, tears forming. But Simon isn't done. "I want to check something," he says sharply. The other judges exchange confused looks. The audience leans forward. The boy looks terrified. Did he do something wrong? Simon gestures. "Sing one line again. No music, no microphone tricks, just your voice. A challenge, a test, the ultimate verification." The audience falls silent again. You can hear breaths, heartbeats, nothing else. The Filipino teen nods slowly. He takes a breath. He raises his chin. And then, he sings. A single line. Just one line. But it is enough to shake the room. The sound is so pure, so natural, so impossibly controlled that even the cameras try to zoom closer, as if needing proof that this is real. The note rings out, fills the auditorium, and echoes like a ghostly memory of Elvis Presley himself. Simon's jaw literally drops open. Howie slaps the table in excitement. Heidi places her hands over her heart. Sophia shakes her head, her smile glowing with pride. The audience explodes again, even louder than before. Simon leans forward, his voice almost soft. If Elvis's spirit could hear you tonight, he says slowly, he would look at you, and say, wow. The boy's eyes widen, he looks like he might cry again. But Simon smiles, a rare, warm smile, and adds, you have something that can't be taught. A gift, a voice that comes around once in a very, very long time. The theater erupts into applause for the third time, and the Filipino team stands in the center of the stage, realizing, this is no longer just an audition. This is history in the making. The studio is vibrating with energy, pure, unstoppable electricity. The Filipino team stands on the AGT stage, still recovering from Simon's unbelievable words. His heart races so fast it feels like it might burst. The judges are smiling, the crowd is chanting, the atmosphere is rising to a level even AGT rarely sees. Golden buzzer, golden buzzer, golden buzzer. The chant grows louder, wave after wave, until it feels like the entire building is pulsing with one clear message. The boy looks around in disbelief, his eyes wide and shiny. Is this really happening to him? To a kid who once sang in small halls and local events just to help his family? Simon glances at the other judges. They exchange knowing smiles, the kind that say, we just witnessed something extraordinary. Asterisk. He stands up slowly. The audience screams. The boy's breathing becomes shaky. His hands clutch together tightly. His whole body trembles with hope and fear colliding at the same time. Simon walks forward, stopping right in front of the golden buzzer. But he doesn't press it yet. Instead, he turns to the teen. His voice softens. You know, he says, every year, thousands of people walk onto this stage. They dream, they hope, but only a few, a very rare few, bring something we've never heard before. The boy swallows hard. Simon continues, tonight, you didn't just sing. You brought back a feeling, a voice, a spirit, and you did it with humility and heart. That combination is magic. The audience quiets, sensing something incredible is about to happen. Simon lifts his hand. The boy gasps, and then, boom. Simon slams his hand onto the golden buzzer with full force. Instantly, the studio explodes into chaos. Golden confetti bursts from the ceiling like a waterfall of shimmering stars. The lights flash gold. The music erupts triumphantly. The audience rises in one unified roar of celebration. The Filipino teen drops to his knees. Tears stream down his face, real, raw, unstoppable. He covers his face with both hands, overwhelmed by a happiness so huge he can barely breathe through it. The confetti rains down in endless waves, sticking to his hair, his clothes, his cheeks. It feels like a dream, too bright, too beautiful, too impossible. Simon walks onto the stage. The crowd cheers louder as he approaches. He bends down, puts a hand on the boy's shoulder, and pulls him into a warm, fatherly hug. Then Simon leans close and whispers, you just made Elvis smile today. The boy sobs even harder. He stands up, lifting his hands toward the falling gold, letting it wash over him. This is the moment every singer dreams of. A moment that becomes history. A moment that changes everything. The judges applaud. The audience chants his name. The cameras capture his tears, his smile, the golden confetti shining like destiny around him. Tonight, a Filipino teenager didn't just win a golden buzzer. He became a global sensation. His journey has just begun.